Hey there nation, welcome to the show where we help you to play miniatures wargaming on a budget. It is I, Commander CheapSkate, and we are back with another edition of the Underhive Wars. This is our series of Necromunda Dominion campaign battle reports, and this is battle report number 8, which is fought between my friends Sister Serial and Fresh Prince Bel-Air. Sister Serial is bringing Precinct 13 and RPD's Enforcers gang, which is basically a Venators gang, and my friend Fresh Prince Bel-Air is bringing the Iron Sights of House Orlock. So these two gangs are fighting it out in a shootout scenario, and if you guys have watched our channel before in the past with our Necromunda battle reports, we are big fans of the shootout scenario. It's kind of neat because it's kind of like a spaghetti western, so we're really excited about doing this one as well. So with that being said, I'm going to play some background music real quick. If you want to see exactly what the gangs are bringing, go ahead and pause and take a look at your own leisure. So with that being said, let's get this battle report on a roll. Alright, so the scenario that my friends are playing on this one is called Shootout. What ends up happening is that both gangs get D3 plus 1 fighters per side. And what ends up happening is that they actually have like a little special move phase where each gang moves 3 inches towards each other per turn. And as they do so, each gang member within each side must make a cool check. When a gang loses 6 cool checks in total, the shootout scenario starts, they do a quick draw, and they open fire on each other. All fighters automatically become ready and they take initiative tests, adding +1 to their score if they're using sidearms and -2 if they're using unwieldy weapons. And then of course the shootout's initiative order. They then trade blows back and forth, and then once that initial quick draw is over with, it becomes normal Necromunda rules afterwards. For the rewards, the winning gang receives D6 times 5 credits for each enemy they take out of action. For experience, each gang member receives 1 experience point for each fighter who fought, as well as 1 additional experience point for each fighter who didn't fail a cool test. When it comes to reputation, both gangs earn +1 reputation for participating in the scenario. However, the gang that drew second gains the same amount of reputation points as the difference between the two gangs' failed cool tests. And that is the rules as well as the scenario for this one. So with the scenario rules over with, we go directly to deployment. Alright, so starting on the left hand side, this is Precinct 13 of the Venators. This is played by our friend Sister Serial. In the middle is her gang leader, that is Judge Fear. He's armed with a bolt gun as well as he's a leader as well. On the right hand side of him, that is Judge Drake. He's equipped with a heavy stubber. And on the left hand side, that is Judge Darko, who's also armed with a bolt gun as well. And all 3 gang members are packing mesh armor, so that part's pretty good for them. They do have a really good armor save, but then again, so do the Orlocks as well that they're going up against. And this one's kind of important for Sister Serial because she lost her last battle report, so this one would be very important for her to win. And on the far right hand side is my friend Fresh Prince Bel-Air's Iron Sights. This is an Orlock gang. Right there in the center on the median, that is the toe cutter, that is his leaders are the bolt gun as well as a sword and a bolt pistol. Right next to him on the right hand side, that is Kundalini. He is a ganger who's armed with a maul as well as a auto pistol and a grenade launcher. Next to him on the left hand side, that is Bubba Zanetti. That is another ganger who's armed with a auto rifle with a telescopic scope. He's also got a drop rig. And the far left hand side, that is Diabando, who is a juvie armed with a maul as well as an auto pistol. And just like my friend Sister Serial, my friend Fresh Prince Bel-Air has also lost his last battle report as well. So it's really important for him to win this one as well because nobody wants to be a gang that has lost 2 battle reports in a row. So with that being said, we're going to go directly to the shootout phase. We're going to play some background music real quick. We'll show you the gangs advancing towards each other as well as the scores that they have received. If you look on the back of each of the fighters, there'll be a yellow die that shows you how many cool checks they have failed. And once the cool checks reach up to 6, there's a quick draw. So let's go and play the background music and you guys can take a look at your own leisure. Alright, so we go directly to the quick draw phase after that wonderful shootout. So as you can see, the Orlocks lost by 5 points, so they'll be the one drawing first. When it came to the initiative test, it originally started off with, I believe it was Diabano who went first, followed second place by Judge Fear, followed by the Toe Cutter, followed by Kundalini and Bubba Zanetti, Kundalini, then followed by Judge Darko, and then Judge Drake and Bubba Zanetti. They both go exactly at the same time. So as you can see, the firefight between these gangs is really, really brutal. The first thing that ended up happening is that Diabano tries to open up with his auto pistol, but unfortunately was unable to wound anything as well. So then Judge Fear goes next with his bolt gun and actually rolls 3 shots with it. Managed to take out the Toe Cutter, managed to take him down first. Then he also managed to put out of action Bubba Zanetti, which is really bad as well as take down Kundalini as well. So all those gang members got taken down. Not only were they taken down, they're also getting flesh wounds as well. So just right off the bat, Judge Fear by himself just rapid fire with his bolt gun, cutting down 3 members of the gang, which is pretty brutal. I do believe it was ending up, I forgot which character it was. He managed to get back on his feet. He managed to shoot back. I think it was the Toe Cutter, actually. That's right. He managed to get back on his feet, take a shot back at, Judge Fear, managed to put him down as well, put him out of action, and I believe another member of the gang also managed to wound Judge Drake as well. But finally, Judge Drake opened up with his with his heavy stubber, managed to put down Diabano the Juvie, and he also managed to put down the Toe Cutter once again as well. So it was a pretty brutal opening phase with that shootout. Alright, so after that goes directly to the top of turn number 1, and we roll for initiative, and my friend Fresh Prince Belair managed to take the initiative on this one. And the first thing he does, he activates his gang leader, who then also uses his commanding presence ability to activate Diabando as well as Kundalini. Unfortunately, since they're all down, the only thing he can do is inch back 2 inches, and that's exactly what he ends up doing, which is pretty brutal for my friend Fresh Prince Belair, because he's got nothing else he can do. So my friend Sister Cyril then activates Judge Drake, who opens up with his heavy stub gun. Unfortunately, he was only able to cause 1 flesh wound onto Diabando, which is the Juvia there on the right hand side, so not much really happened over there. However, Sister Cyril was able to successfully charge directly into Kundalini, and I managed to put that guy out with a coup de grace. So because he goes out of action, Sister Cyril has gained herself additional experience points for taking out that gang member, and also Kundalini will have to roll up on the Sister injury table to see what happens to him at the end of the scenario. And then Sister Cyril does a 3-inch follow through with her fighter and goes directly into the Toe Cutter, which is a bad idea because all that needs to happen is that she needs to do a coup de grace, and the Toe Cutter will go automatically out of action. So during the end phase, Sister Cyril rolls off for Judge Fear, and unfortunately for her, she rolls out of action for him, so because of that, he will need to roll up on the injury table to see exactly what happens to him at the end of the scenario. And the same thing happens to my friend Fresh Prince Belair with his gang member Diabando, so because of that, that Juvie will also need to roll up on the injury table to see what happens to him as well. So with the end phase over with, we go directly to the top of turn number 2, my friends roll off for initiative to see who goes first. In this case, Sister Cyril managed to secure turn number 2 for the Enforcers, so because of that, she just launches a coup de grace onto the Toe Cutter, managed to put that guy out of action as well. Alright, so with all of the members of the Iron Sights are totally gone, there'll only left 2 left of 2 Enforcers from Precinct 13, Sister Cyril automatically wins the scenario. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go directly to the after action report and talk about the post game, and talk about exactly what happened to each of the gangs. Alright, so starting with the Iron Sights, for the injuries, they had 4 injuries in this one. They had the Toe Cutter, Bubba Zanetti, Kundalini, as well as Diabando. The Toe Cutter suffered a hobbling injury, so because he has -1 to his movement phase, and he also goes directly into recovery. And Bubba Zanetti also suffered a grievous injury, so because of that, he will miss out his next game as well, because he's in recovery. Kundalini as well as Diabando both rolled out cold, so they'll be able to make full recoveries and fight in the next scenario. When it came to my advancements, my friend Fresh Prince Belair did not advance any of his gang members at this time, and same thing with his territory, because he lost, he didn't earn any new territory as well. At the merchants, he did manage to raise 60 credits from the settlement, and he purchased mesh armor for Clunk, Johnny the Boy, as well as Diabando, and he also purchased a respirator for Mudguts as well. For the reputation, they earned 1 point of reputation from the scenario, bringing their total reputation to 3 points. Their new record now is at 0 wins as well as 2 losses, and their current rating now is at 1,165 points. Alright, so up next is Precinct 13. For the injuries, the only injury that Sister Cyril had was Judge Fear. He rolled an out cold result, so because that makes a full recovery. For the advancements, my friend Sister Cyril decides to spend her level advancements to give Judge Drake +1 to his cool, so because of now he's level 2 as well. For the territory, they don't get any territory because these are Venators. They don't receive any territory. However, they did receive 80 credits from the scenario, 50 credits from their settlement, as well as additional 80 credits from the reputation total, bringing their total pool to 210 credits total. When combined with the 35 credits they had in their stash, equals up to 245 credits. And with all 245 credits, she hired a new hunter champion named Judge Vasquez, who's armed with a flamer, last pistol, as well as mesh armor. From your reputation, she earned 5 points reputation from winning the scenario, as well as 1+1 reputation from her settlement, bringing her total reputation points to 8 points total. Her new record now is at 1 win and 1 loss, and her new gang rating is at 1,255 points. So that's good to do for this one, you guys. As always, please feel free to like, comment, and or subscribe. Your guys' input is invaluable to us as always. Also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, as well as blogger.com for all the latest greatest news about our hobby. That's good to do for this one, you guys. You guys stay classy. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.